What happened?
Hey guys.
Hello.
I'm Dexter,
And you're Dexter. I'm Whitney.
and this is Tied Together. So, um, last video we talked about New Year's resolution ideas for the channel. We wanted to come and make a video that was a little more poignant this time. So we wanted to talk about specifically about life parallels and
hmm
how crazy it's been, this whole adventure and finding out the different points in life um, at which we see similarities or just just
Right.
stuff that shouldn't really make sense since we grew up so far apart and in such different worlds, kind of.
That's true. I think from the beginning, one of the first things I asked you was I think you asked me, like, oh, what's it like to have another sibling? And I said, um, I kind of babbled some dumb crap because I was nervous. I don't remember exactly what I said. And then I was like, have you ever just felt like like apart from everybody else? Did you ever feel like
You
everybody
felt
else,
alone.
yeah, alone, and that everybody else kind of thought a different way, and that
Yeah,
you've been kind of on the outs, even in your own family, not because they don't love you, but because you just are kind of different.
yeah.
And so I would say that's
Mm-hmm.
the first parallel.
And see, like she said, that was something that I dealt with for a long time, and it was something I did not talk about at all because it's like exactly like you said. It's not about not being loved, so you don't want to say that, and then people be like, well, what didn't we do? What
Mm-hmm.
happened or whatever. So I just never said anything about it. So when you told me that, like, I freaked out because I was like, yeah, but I've literally never said those words before
Mm-hmm.
in my life.
And I think I don't know, our actual experiences growing up, I think, were pretty different.
But the way we moved through life was a lot the same, and it's weird.
Right, and I think the ways that we have connected with people or interacted with people, I think a lot of the places we hold with like our cousins and
Yeah.
stuff are very similar.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're pretty close with your family too, I
Yeah.
think, and being the one at like the
Sleepovers that would just talk about deep, just deeper stuff than a 10-year-old kid or a 9-year, like stuff like that. Probably should, like, you wouldn't think they would think about.
yeah, kind of being
What is the meaning of like all that kind of stuff?
overly wise for your age,
Yeah.
or not necessarily grown up, but a deep thinker,
Yeah.
thoughtful, like a hard nut to crack.
Used to drive my aunts crazy because they would, like, everybody, like my cousin. Well, I don't, like, I feel like my cousins would have went to bed early if I hadn't stayed with them, because I especially Corey, I'd keep him up just being like, what about this, and like, my aunt be like, y'all gotta go to sleep, and
Oh, every time.
he would try to, and I would just be like, no, I gotta know what's going on, like,
Every time.
you know.
I was always the last one up.
Yeah. You're like, everybody else is asleep. You're like, what's happening? I thought we were good. Like, everybody else has crashed out.
Oh
That's
man.
that's me. I was the night owl of my group. That's how my grandma used to. She would talk about it.
Yeah,
She's
we're
like, oh,
definitely night owls.
yeah,
I think we have similar humor,
yeah.
and I think when we were younger, especially, we were very biting,
Hmm.
sarcasm, and
No,
I'm reformed now.
she's not. That's a bull-faced lie.
But much less than I used to be, and so I think a lot
Mm.
of our friends, I don't know, a lot of those types of interactions, not a one to one, because you got into fights and stuff, and I was not about that.
Okay.
But anyways, one of us was a
I'm gonna have to
ruthless
explain that later.
violence, and one of us was good and only used words to hurt people. So
You're still hurting people. This is
I don't
not.
know.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. And
You
then
just said that. That was it.
what?
Anyway.
What did who
Carry
said
on.
what?
We got four. Come on.
Okay. Then um now, like, getting into, I was very serious
Yeah.
Mormon for a very long time, all my life,
Yeah.
until 2014. And and I took faith very seriously. Um, like I was for real. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I believed all the beliefs. I walked the walk.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, I walked away from the church. Me and my family did a few years back.
Mm-hmm.
2014.
Yeah, and it's so funny because through nobody's fault but my own, I kind of walked away from my faith as I got older, and I came back in November of 2014,
Mm-hmm.
which is a weird kind of like
Yeah, because I left like the month before.
yeah.
So there's that. I don't know what that means, but there's that. I think it means only one of us can be religious at a time. So there's that. What else? Oh, I went to school forever to become like an OT, and I like just was like, oh, like I really want to learn a lot about. I had a lot of friends that had like kids with disabilities. Like I'd talk to them about taking their kid to early intervention and stuff, and I took a lot of like classes about, I don't even know, I can't even explain how it felt. Like I was just like, I really need to learn some things about this. Like I really need to dive into this. And I remember thinking like, it's so weird. Like I don't really have.
I don't really know where this is coming
Yeah,
from.
I really don't have a personal, like I have other experiences with disability in my
not
family.
in this kind of way.
But not from birth, and not on like a peer level. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
not like having a sibling, and I don't know. I'm not explaining it very well, but it's because it's so big that I can't
Yeah.
make it make any sense that I did all of that stuff, and I think it was so that we could just kind of walk on to
We could just pick this up and make it work,
Mm-hmm.
and be able to click in and fill roles that it honestly feels like should have always worked like this, if that makes
Mhm.
sense.
And I think on your end, you've had a lot of life experiences too that has helped me through a lot of things. Coming into Reunion,
Yeah.
understanding how, how it feels to have to walk into a family.
Yeah.
A lot of the emotions are very complicated, and I really feel like I couldn't have done it without my brother. What?
I didn't
Stop.
Anyway, all right.
So, but it's really weird,
Can't fight
right?
on,
Like,
can't fight on camera.
no, quiet. Okay, turn it off. Okay. Just kidding, everyone.
Yeah,
That
but-
was fake. That was only for fun. Dexter, we have to do this for real.
I'm
we have
listening to you.
I'm done talking.
But yeah, so like just different experiences that allowed us to like just click in and feels kind of like we're taking on roles that like have always been here,
Right.
and figuring things out together, and just it's weird when you think about we grew up so far apart. The climate and atmosphere of the not the physical place, but like the just
Also the physical place.
yeah, that's true. I never saw snow in my life. Can't say that anymore. But like, just everything was totally different, and on paper we shouldn't work, and we shouldn't be close. We should like probably hate each other, honestly.
I do hate you.
Well, thank you for telling everybody.
Great.
You're supposed to wait
Oh.
until like the reunion tour and be like, "This is why we broke it. This is why it doesn't."
Do it for ratings. Is
Yeah,
that what you're saying?
exactly. Save it for the right time. So, but yeah, it's just crazy to see those different experiences all kind of come together, and a lot of things that we're like, all right, well, what is this about?
Yes.
That just kind of work now.
Yes.
And
There's more to say, but this is the end of this
yeah,
video.
This is as comprehensive as.
Okay. This is the end now. Thank you
Bye.
for tuning in.
Thanks for listening.
Reach out to us. You guys are our friends. Okay, thanks. Talk to you later. Bye.